Good afternoon, guys. Welcome again to this channel. And how are you doing? Now, guys, today is a day that I'm discussing. The same. The same tragedy that has turned to be a blessing to me. Turning 60, guys. Oh my God. So there was this party that I attended with my old girls, the girls that we went to school with in our school, and we organized a get together, guys, and I was to go and meet them at a place where we had agreed that we would meet. And some of those girls that I went to school with, guys, I got to see them after a long time. I've not seen them for long. And you know, when we finished school, we completed our schooling, we went in different directions. Some got married, and guys, wow, some got rich, and others are just like me. Others went and got many children. Others didn't even have children, and others, you know how life is, and that is what I am discussing here, guys. I want to tell you that we should appreciate the gift of life just as it comes, because when you meet your old girls or your old boys, girls and boys that maybe you went to school with, I'll talk about girls because actually it was a meeting about getting to assist one of us who needed some medical attention out of the country. So we were invited, and we are in this group where we speak, but rarely do we meet. It's been quite some years since we met as a group, and we have been talking on WhatsApp, but not meeting. Guys, let's get into the video, because the reason why I'm doing this video, without further ado, let's get there. Guys, we went into this sister's house, which is in a place called Kilimani, which is here in Nairobi. And she is blessed. The girl is blessed. The one who volunteered to house us in her house, about 16 of us, guys, she is blessed. She has a beautiful, nice house and a beautiful family. And guys, if you look at my age and turning 60, and you don't expect me to have very small children. Even if I was to get children even in my later days, I don't think I would be having very small children. So all my colleagues, most of their girls are married. One has got 2 married girls, and the others are maybe mature but staying with their parents. And talking of this one who hosted us, she is blessed. She has a beautiful family. There is a married daughter and 2 sons at home, and a last born who is in high school. And yes, she's doing well. The husband is there, looking like they are doing well. And I was like, wow, what a beautiful home. And this is what we all long for. Now, the lady whom we were assisting was also there. And she had to come, though she's not well. She had to come so that we are together. And guys, let me tell you, a time comes when you meet your colleagues that you went to school with, and you are like, hey, this is when you know that God can really disperse people in different directions in this life. And God can give you this life and give another that life. Yet, the gift is one, the gift of life. And this is when you also realize that we are old. All aging, guys, because meeting your 60-year-old sisters, because most of us were turning 60, others were 61, others were 59. But we were in that age, but we went to school together, all of us. None of us was less than 58. And guys, we discussed at length. Before, you know, when you meet, you don't go direct to the point. First of all, it is the pleasantries, and you want to know how each one is doing, and How have you been? Where have you been working? Or where are you working? How are the children? How is the family? That is the way it was. We drank tea. Those that were drinking other things, they drank. And guys, it was just a whole living room of laughter and joy, and I loved that. I wish I could record, but let me tell you something, guys. People don't want to be recorded. That's what I've known. I requested, but they said, no, 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 we don't want to be seen on camera. We don't want to be seen on camera. And other people are saying, just give us your YouTube channel and we'll subscribe. But we don't want to be recorded. And I respected that, because you cannot force people to do things that they don't want. But guys, why I did this video is because in this life, when you open up with your age mates, you'll get to know people are having different problems in their bodies. And one lady stood up to tell us that she has a problem with sleep, that she goes to bed and wakes up in the morning without sleeping. And in the day, she's like so wasted, so drowsy. In the day, if she wants to sleep, she will sleep for 1 hour only, and the sleep disappears again. But after that, she will not sleep again. She tells us that she sees darkness and she's like, "Hoi, it is dark again. I will not sleep." She has tried medication, she has tried pills, and none is working. Menopause issues were discussed in that room. Others started telling us how they sweat at night. Others started telling us how their husbands deserted them because they were wetting the bed with the sweat from the body. Others started telling us how their husbands went to the small girls because they thought they have become so old. And they were deserted with children and with school fees and with everything. Others started telling us how they enrolled in the gym to try and see if they can come back to shape because they think their husbands are running away from them. But the topic of the day was husband, husband, husband. And I said when I get back, I'll do this video and ask people, what is this about husbands running away from wives after they have given them children because they are not looking good? What is it about husbands deserting their wives? What is it about husbands with small girls? What is wrong with us, we mothers who have given them children? What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us who even took them when they had nothing and stayed with them and never deserted them one day? Yet now, we turn 60 and you find that our husbands are going with 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Oh my God. Guys, isn't it worrying that you are there at 60 and your husband is with a 20-year-old girl who is even younger than your youngest daughter? And he's not ashamed. And he tells you, do what you want. He's not even hiding it from you. Guys, stories came, story. And I was like, oh my God, goodness. What is this I'm hearing? One of them told us how the husband rented a house for a small girl in the neighborhood and was moving the girl from her old house to the house that he has rented for her so that he can be, commuting, if I should say, or maybe going to that house whenever time allows and coming back to the main house, to the main wife whenever he wanted. And this is the place where the wife shops. This is the place where the wife is known. This is the place where the wife's children have friends in the neighborhood. Yet this husband dared to do that, and without any apologies. And guys, the lady told us how devastated she was, how the man did not even hide it. So that day that the man came to move the girl to that house, there was a television set that was being mounted. And the man was the one who was mounting it. So in the neighborhood, he was like ordering the guys that were bringing in the TV, go and buy me some screws from there. Go and buy me some this and that from the hardware, where the wife also shops. What a shame. So, what are things that destroy women at 60? These are the things that make women not get sleep in the night. You are there in that bed, turning and tossing, waiting for your man to come. One said how she waits up to 3 in the morning and the man comes at 5:30 to change. So when in that bed, turning and tossing, in your mind, at the back of your mind, you know that that man is in that house where you already know that he has rented a house for a small girl. You are 60. You will not get sleep. And in the morning, guys, you are waking up so wasted. The eye bags are so huge that you look like you are swollen here beneath the eyes because you have not had sleep. Your mind is so destroyed. And we asked each other, what is it that we can do as 60-year-old women or as women who are aging to overcome the multiple problems that we are going through? Do you know, guys, we never came up with an answer. If there is anyone who has got an answer to that question, what can we do? Just drop down in the comment section and let us know. There was no answer because people did not know what to say. They did not know what to say. Most of them were saying, oh, I think we can just leave this man and we go sit on our own. There's a lot of peace in being alone. And another one said, I will not leave a home which I have constructed and built for so many years because somebody is going out there. Another one said, I would rather lose everything than stay with heartache for the rest of my life. And another one said, even if you moved out, you'll never get sleep because your mind will still be going back to where you came from. And you're like, how did I lose all that? Because of a person whom I met when he had nothing and I had nothing. We started a home, we got married, and now we brought up children that God had given us. So at the end of the day, hours and hours and hours passed by. You did not even get a solution to most of the problems. But there's one thing that I heard them say, and this is my stand, that guys, as difficult as it may be, we have to have a friend in Jesus. That is the best thing that I thought I had that day. A friend in Jesus. And this friend, once you call him, things will be happening out there, but they're not going to trouble you. You will hear them, and you know they are wrong, they are bad, but you'll go to your knees and tell your friend Jesus, now take over, because you are God. So there was this lady that gave us a testimony of how God came through for her when somebody was even planning to have a wedding. The husband was planning to have a wedding with another woman, to marry another woman, because this particular lady was not officially married. So this man had all the right to go and marry out there because there are no restrictions anywhere. And who is like our God? This lady got to know that there is a wedding and was planning to now to go and maybe bring a disruption and chaos and all that and fight it out. But just as the wedding was being planned, the lady got a green card. The lady had applied for a green card. And it happened that the green card now, she was taken to go to the US. And now the lady had to choose between the husband, the old husband who is an old man also, because we are old at 60, whether we want to agree or not. Or I can even imagine that our husbands are older than us, for those that have husbands. And this is a young girl of 22 years. She opted to go to the US, and the man was devastated. The man who used to go and sit at the girl's house, sleep there, spend all the time with the girl, now was folding himself on the couch of the wife's home. And the wife told us, okay, I knew there was a problem when I started seeing him there, even on Sundays, even in the evenings. He's just there in bad moods. He's not telling us what is happening. And then I knew there was a problem until I heard the story through a third party about what has happened to the girl. So, this concludes what I was saying, that when you pray and call upon God, He works in the background, He knows how to do it, He knows how to go about it, and He will not allow them that are planning to hurt you, He will not allow them to do that. He will not allow them to do that. The plans or the weapons that are formed against you will never prosper. They may form the weapons, but none of them will prosper, I can tell you. And that is what has happened. The weapon that this was formed for this lady never prospered, because this lady has to go. Now, she was telling us that she's not happy still because the man still doesn't love her. You know, he's not going to come back and love you. Already he hated you when he started that outside affair. It's not that he's going to come and love you again. He's just there because he doesn't know the next move to take. And once he gets to know the next move to take, he will go. But now this lady was telling us, we are there, we look at each other like that, we don't talk, we are passing each other like strangers in the house. But what is this, girls? What is this, guys? I don't know. I don't know. Why are people making it like, you know, in this life, you have to choose what you want, and you have to choose what you'd want to be done unto you, so that you don't do it unto the other. So I don't want to say that it is right. It is very, very wrong, but there is no solution. Anyone with a solution can tell us. But opening up and also meeting people out there to also discuss issues is good. That is what I understood. You come with a lighter heart, and you are able to face life with a better, strength. Some good strength comes into you, a better view of life, and you feel like it's not only you who is going through a situation. You take it like, okay, this is something that I'm suffering from, or I may be suffering from a situation, but it is not a situation that it is only me alone that I'm going through it. Other people are going worse situations, and you console yourself and continue living. So guys, at 60 we are doing well, and I want to tell you that meet people out there, listen to their stories about situations in life, and get to know that you are good. Get to know that God loves you. Even if a human being doesn't love you, get to know that God loves you. Get to know that there's somebody who has your back. And don't go buying a rope to hang yourself and kill yourself. People are going through so much out there, and they're still pushing on. Push on, girl. So guys, have you subscribed to this channel? And if you haven't, please take a moment and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, and guys, let's meet in the comment section, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.